Alright, you lads. I can't do a Scottish accent to save my life, but how y'all doing tonight? We are going to play some Dissidia, and we are going to turn up the volume a little. Not that you really need to, because holy fucking shit, Square Enix games are fucking loud. Alright, let's get in on this. Load game, what the fuck? There's no data. What am I doing loading a game? I'm doing a new playthrough. Enter a nickname. Other players can see your nickname. Oh, it just defaults to the... I do actually own the game, but I'm using an emulator to record. Just easier that way. Like, I'm sure there's a way to just record from my PSP, but... yeah. These questions, don't worry about them, because you can change your play plan into a bonus day if you actually go out and play Dissidia. Yeah, we'll do that. It's mostly just like, what day do you get bonuses, and how often do you get a bonus EXP thing.
I have to make it. What?
And as soon as we do that, the game throws us into a tutorial without telling us anything about what's going on.
Intervene and be slain.
I don't know, he looks kind of like you, dude. Bravery attacks. Use circle to square bravery. Pressing circle will steal your opponent's bravery attack strength. Beware, circle attacks won't take away any HP. HP attacks. Use square to deal damage. Deal HP damage equal to your bravery. Hit with square. Boost strength with a bravery break. Knock your opponent's bravery to 0 to give yours a boost. Grab with circle, then deal damage with square. So that's kind of the basic, conceit of this game is, you beat the crap out of your opponent, and then you smack them to win. The fights will get a bit more involved as we go along. I'll probably do the tutorial, and I'll also play through the prologue for you guys. This is introducing us to the EX gauge, which is basically your special meter. When it fills up, you can enter EX mode, which is very helpful. Everybody gets various powerful abilities, not just the super move that you can get once you land a square attack, an HP attack as it's showing here. Everyone gets various passives, essentially. Like Warrior of Light, I think he gets like a bunch of little swords that, like, if he does a bravery attack, they all help out and do more damage for him. And yeah, you also have to defend against it, but honestly, if everyone's high enough, you're not coming out of an EX boost. And the game never gives you like a full one to begin with, but it does for this, just so you can, so you can play around with the abilities. And oh, I did not want to do that. I actually wanted to do Shield of Light. Thank you. Also, in EX mode, basically every hit is a critical hit, which only works for bravery attacks, but you do more damage with a bravery critical than regular. So, but obviously, right? It's a critical hit. You've played RPGs. You know how this goes. There's also a quick move, which is kind of a fast move system. It's a lot easier to just show you. Oh, also there's air dash, which is... I'll show you guys how it works. So this is, this is air dash, and this is dodging. So you dash around. You can dash towards EX cores too. You can use L to target them essentially. And then this is quick move. You just hit triangle when you're in the right spot, and you start whizzing around. You go around on a rail, or you run up a wall, or something. Anyway. Oh god, why would you use that? I'll tell you about what I just did there. That is a bravery attack followed by an HP finisher. It's showing you the whole lock-on thing that I just showed you. Several bravery attacks, once you master them, because you get ability points with every fight, you will end up getting an ability to link an HP finisher to it, which is exactly... Or actually, no, I went into chase mode. Never mind. Chase mode, some attacks can do chase mode, where you basically, it does that where time slows down and you can like smash into each other. But some bravery attacks will end in an HP finisher if you master them, and then you equip the mastered, or not the mastered ability, but the HP finisher. What am I talking about? I'll show you when it comes up more, but that's, oh god. Also, if you go EX mode during an opponent's combo, you'll break out of the combo, so that's useful to know. Yeah, it doesn't really come up until you're, usually until you're a bit higher level.
Good to see that you're safe and sound. The pulses of disorder are getting stronger.
What pulses? I don't see any pulses.
Let us hurry. The fighting is far from over.
You know, considering you fought all your battles on that
We
stage, it
must
feels
win,
like you've gone
or
10
there is
feet.
No future for us.
Alright, so now the game just kind of throws us into this, but we're just going to jump right into story mode with the prologue. We'll play.
Cosmos, the goddess of harmony. Chaos, the god of discord. Reigning from distant realms, the two gods had gathered warriors from all lands to lead them in savage war.
They just so happen to come from the Final Fantasy series only.
Cosmos and chaos were of equal strength. It was believed the conflict would last forever. But
Oh yeah, my main girl Terra. Oh shit, is everybody seeing that? Like, I'm seeing like the lightning strikes are like, it's like little squares. People seeing that? Am I the only one seeing that? Am I going crazy? That's full motion video for you, I guess. God, you know they're hardcore because they're walking out of the lava. Oh man, they got spiky armor and everything. Lava versus smoke. I think I know who's winning here. Oh no, excuse me. Mist. Oh my god, they've got the fucking Balrog, guys! Let the record show that the villains shot first. They jumped out first. They broke the battle lines. You are not parrying that thing. I'm sorry, no. Now Cloud, maybe. You know, if you don't know who any of these characters are, this is making no sense to you. I know who these characters are, and it's not making any sense either. Wow! That dagger could not have sounded any less threatening if it tried. Sorry, kid. Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to take a moment there. Oh god. See, like, here's the thing: you didn't see all the heroes and the villains in that opening like battle line thing. You know, so if you didn't memorize them, and even if you did memorize them, there are some of them like Jack that just passed, that guy with the big sword, like not the guys that are fighting right now. Like, you have no idea if Jack's a good guy or a bad guy. I mean, he must be a bad guy because he's fighting a good guy, but like I said, if you don't know who these guys are, you're so lost right now. And if you do know who these characters are, like, you know, if you played Final Fantasy IV, you know Golbez, and you're probably wondering why he's on the bad guy's side. She's not dead. Let's charge at each other because it worked so well the first time! Oh my god, we're glowing spirits now. So that was about 5 minutes, for which my only meaningful contribution was being a jackass. Too much glowy energy juice.
The balance was broken. Those who answered Chaos's call created an inexhaustible force. And, under vicious attack without relent, the warriors fighting for Cosmos started to fall one by one.
You won't actually see any of them falling unless you buy the sequel.
Continued for eons, is now about to end in Chaos's favor. The world has been torn asunder, sinking into a vortex of disorder.
Again, you won't see any of this.
As for the few surviving warriors,
What did I do last night, man?
I have been defeated.
Cosmos!
I could not protect the world.
This is Cosmos. She will be our Princess Zelda for the game. By that I mean she'll be stuck, unable to really help us, except in terms of guidance. Not disparaging Princess Zelda. I mean, hell, in Breath of the Wild, she's a fucking badass. Alright, so here we are in the prologue. This is the main part of story mode, where we basically get to travel around. We have to travel around on a board, and our objective is to find our way to the Stigma of Chaos and destroy it. Like, we have to target it and engage. But you can move around and you can like adjust yourself as you like. You also have destiny points. You lose a destiny point for every time you move away from your home area, which is this glowy part. You see how, like, you know, I move in and out and it doesn't really do anything? Well, it keeps like changing. Now, you don't have to like target it to you can like stop here and make this area your home area, and then you can engage stuff that's around you. But it's easier just to target and then engage it. So we smash it. Good. The more destiny points you have at the end of the level, the more points you get to use in the in-game shop to unlock new things, and the more the cooler things you get from the bonus wheel that you saw adjusting at the top of the screen. You want to try and get as many as you can. So you want to be as efficient as possible. here we have an enemy and a potion in front of us, so that not everything is a bad thing. So we have to fight this. This is a fight. Those little pieces that you see are fights on the board. Sometimes the Stigma of Chaos will be like a solid black thing, and that indicates that it's a boss fight. So we have all this stuff. This makes more sense later when we get into things. Oh, right. Also, Warrior of Light, the character we're playing, is a lot weaker right now. He can't do that rune saver thing that I was doing earlier, but he can do this, which is a wonderful little thing to have. Luckily, a lot of the AI is still pretty dumb.
The light is always with me.
Mannequins, shadow entities employed by Chaos's forces as troops. Such shallow imitations have no chance against me. Here's a question, why don't we field mannequins? Is it because we're good guys and we can't do that? One second, everyone. Alright. Also, you'll notice that we're getting story points at the end of every level. The more story points you get, the better rewards you get at the end of the story, which is mostly stuff that gets unlocked for your second playthrough. So, skills in your arsenal are randomly selected at the beginning of a story. Press square to access the list and X to use the skill. Because if you use a skill, you cannot use it for the rest of the story unless you find an ether to reset your skills. Mazerai deals 20% of damage to the enemy before the battle begins. They are useful for using on very powerful ultimate enemies.
Light, give me strength.
Wow, as if they wanted to stack the... Oh, hello, what the fuck? Oh, win within 10 seconds? Shit. We're gonna retry. Okay. New plan. New plan. So just to show, this is a DP chance, which basically, if you fulfill the conditions, you get an extra DP point. So, we're gonna do this, and... Oh. That was bad. And then I'm gonna engage chase mode, and I'm gonna punch him, and I'm not gonna do the X burst, because if you do the AX burst, the timer still counts down. And I was within half a second, so... We're just gonna take our victory and run. Treasure chest, it gives us a thing. We got a broadsword. So we can go into our customization menu. And we can open up equipment. Fucking hell, get out of my way. We have a sword, so we equipped a sword, we get more attack. Attack means we do more damage. Simple. Just to show you, shield items usually increase defense, which means we take less bravery damage. Helms increase our starting bravery, and armor increases our HP. In fact, it says that. I'll go into each one as we actually encounter them. Yeah, a retry will cost you points. Having negative destiny points will also cost you story points. Fights will also tell you if there is a DP chance before you enter them. Usually. So these two each have EX burst and critical hit within 10 seconds. The best way to do that, to do a critical hit, is to obviously have EX mode, which normally you won't if it's the first fight you have, because at the beginning of every level, your EX meter is reset. But these fights both have... No! Oh, actually, yeah, it would be a critical hit. No, it wouldn't be a critical hit, never mind. But both of these fights will have EX cores that spawn at the beginning of them, so that you can get your critical hits, or your EX bursts, and satisfy the conditions. Because this is the prologue, and it's essentially a tutorial, and it's not going to screw you over that much.
The light is always with me. Give me strength.
Alright. So we have to do an EX burst. We hit him with the Shield of Light. We go into our EX burst mode. You can see that the timer froze and slowly faded. It means we've accomplished the objective.
This victory will be remembered.
So every fight advances your... I'm going to go into customization and show you guys. You see that Chocobo. Every so often he will get a green, or he will just be happy and get a lucky bonus, and give us an EXP boost. There's also, you can see, a battle count in the lower right. Once we have completed that many battles, he will give us a small accessory, which is usually some sort of EXP boost. Depending on the play plan you picked, determines how powerful it is. I think casual is like a 20% boost, average is 60%, but it's like 30 battles, and hardcore is 60 battles, but it's 100% growth. That being said, these accessories all have a break chance of 20%, so after every battle, there's a 20% chance that the accessory will just break. In case you're wondering how you get XP, you do HP damage. HP damage, every point of HP damage is a point of XP. So, the Warrior of Light has leveled up a couple of times, or maybe he hasn't? I didn't see. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also scan mode, yeah. I never used scan mode because I have the strategy guide somewhere here. Let's crack this open and see what it is. Oh, it's an accessory. Okay, I'll show you guys accessories. Yes, Quistis, we have accessories. So you have various slots for accessories. You start with 3, and you can trade a certain other accessory, a trade accessory, for 3 more. There are 4 kinds of accessories. There's basic, boosters, specials, and trades. Basic is, well, basic. You can see the effects right there on the screen. Boosters will enhance your basic accessories under certain conditions, such as you're standing on the ground, you're in the air, you're performing a certain attack, etc. Special accessories are ignored by boosters. They don't get the effect of boosters, but they have various effects. Trade accessories are not equipped. You can equip them, but they only give you like a minor boost to your stats. What you're meant to do is trade them in the shop, which is not currently open yet, to get other things. Kind of a brief general overview, but that's basically how it goes. Accessories, as you notice, they also had a star rating, like that power ring had a B star to it. Depending on the accessories rating is how many of them you can equip. I think with a B you can equip like 3 of them. Remember, Warrior of Light, even in the darkest of times there is always a light. Believe in your own radiance. Never give up. There is always a way. But there's no easy way out. Sorry. Cosmos. Cosmos! I must find her. I have no time for these interruptions. Right, yeah. I just gave you guys the accessory rundown. Like, he's got a hyper ring, and when he's near me, he gets a 1.2 boost times 2. So I think it actually translates to a 1.5. Yeah, this is also the only time that this particular battle music plays, which is why I'm being kind of, I'm being kind of slow about it. Because otherwise the only other time you hear it is in the jukebox, which you will not unlock for a long time, buddy. It's actually a softer version of the final boss music, so...
This victory will be remembered.
Alright, so all we're going to get is an extra skill out of this. We learned Cure. And we get some extra player points out of it. What are those? I'll explain when we get there. She was there the whole time? We've been fighting all over her.
I have been defeated by chaos.
I don't know, you look fine.
The god of discord. Chaos. His brutal powers destroyed the balance of all things, threatening the fabric of reality itself. All existence is on the brink of doom. 10 of you remain, and you are the last hope left to this world. I implore you, obtain the light that even in a broken world could never fade. The light of the crystals. The crystals embody the strength to face despair. With 10 gathered.
Why is Terra blonde?
The path to your crystal will be perilous.
Sorry. I know I should be a bit more respectful of this, but basically, there's 10 of us. We have to find crystals. Go kick ass.
Even if you know not where that path leads.
Not a problem. I've always gotten by on my own.
If the treasure were really that easy to find, it wouldn't be a treasure hunt, would it?
No horsing around, though. This isn't the time for games.
In case you don't know who that is, that's Bart's from 5.
You don't have to worry.
That's the Onion Knight from 3.
If it gets
And
scary,
yes, they are just referred to as
believe in
Onion
me.
Knight.
I'm counting on you.
The paths to our crystals may be different for each
The guy in
of
the
us,
purple armor is Cecil from 4.
but
The guy standing next to him on his left is Furion from
And
2.
if we put that strength together, we'll have nothing to fear.
I don't know. The god Chaos is leading his forces of disorder, and they're headed straight for us. But I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
The tougher the enemy, the more fire.
You need to shut the fuck up, Titus.
You all.
You're going to be hearing that a lot, by the way. I do not like Titus. When he keeps his mouth shut, he's fine.
Though what remains of this world is on the verge of collapse, I must hold it together until you find your crystals. Forgive me.
Keep it together, woman! Keep it together!
But allow me to rest. Then soon.
Cosmos, your radiant light shall always be with us.
Yeah, I know. It's another 5 minutes where I've only been meaningfully contributing by being an asshole. Got another smart aleck comment, Titus? Want to try raising my blood pressure some more? So that's twice now we've had the logo pop up on screen. Alright, so real quick before we close this video out, player points are used in the PP catalog. You may snicker if you like. And we are immediately getting that because, holy shit, I much prefer the green hair look. You use it to buy new characters, buy all sorts of things. Oh yeah, we got you could share the same single item between all characters. You don't deal with the hassle of removing from one to give it to another. Accomplishments too, yes. There is achievements. And achievements gives us booster accessories usually. So anyway, change look, she's using the alternate now. Thank you. Alright. So that's this video. We will pick back up with the first of the Destiny Odysseys.